Welcome to our musical world. I would like to make a few points about Book 3, Native North America, Sounds of the Past, Visions of a Future. Behind centuries of some cultures conquering, exploiting, and controlling other human groups is the deeply seated impact these practices had had on our perspectives of value, human worth, and today's practice in economics, politics, and lifestyle. Nowhere are such imbalances more apparent than in the conflicting values and symbolism between cultures that believed in imperialism and the indigenous cultures they colonized. In Australia, throughout the Pacific Islands, across Africa and the Americas, Native cultures who had lived for millennium valuing community, ancestry, and spiritual practices were suddenly placed in conflict with cultures that had been brought up with centuries of imperialism, competitive warring, military technology, and above all, the belief that the value of life equated to ownership, gold, land, ornaments, and even human property. The resulting conflicts between these two vastly diverse cultural systems has proven to be devastating. But what to us is the most disturbing of all is not what our ancient ancestors did, but rather what we, their descendants, are not doing today. In this book, we will examine some of the North American Native history, some of their values, their music, and the healing ceremonies and practices they have implemented to bring their devastated world back into balance. We would like to encourage everyone who is not actively involved in Native communities to give significant energy to what we would call cultural balancing or cultural healing. In exploring Native and Indigenous histories from their visions, by listening to their voices, examining their practices, and by questioning what we may have been taught from the perspectives of our own ancestors, we may be able to bring balance to a world that no longer places ownership and possession higher than respect for our planet and its inhabitants. We call on leaders, on educators and parents everywhere to insist that our institutions systematically teach Native and Indigenous histories and cultures at every level of education in an effort to enhance cultural justice and balance. We hope you enjoy the art, music, and symbolism of our Native North American communities, sounds of their past, and visions for our collective futures.